Hi, this is James Valvis, and I'm going to be reading a poem today that was published in my book, How to Say Goodbye, and its title is The Old Film. Now, this poem was not originally published in a journal, which some might find surprising because it's a poem that, when it was published in the book, garnered quite a bit of praise. I received 3 or 4 or 5 letters from people telling me that this was one of their favorite poems in the book. One friend, Justin Hamm, I believe, said it was his favorite of them all. So I sent it out to maybe 8 or 10 places, and nobody wanted it, which is, sometimes editors get it wrong, or sometimes readers like something better than the literary editors do for whatever reason. Literary editors often have other concerns besides whether or not they like a poem. Sometimes it just doesn't fit in their journal, or it doesn't. They're trying to fit in a certain amount of male to female ratio, or whatever it is that they're working on that goes beyond just the quality of the poem. It's one of the reasons why sending work out is such a crapshoot, and often doesn't have anything to do with whether a poem is deserving or not if it gets picked up. Anyway, the poem came. The idea for the poem came to me one day when I was watching a. I like old movies and I like old time radio, and I was watching an old film and thinking to myself, gee, everybody in this film is dead. Everyone. Even the dogs are dead. The little children are probably dead. And I thought, everything I'm watching is come to naught. So what's the whole purpose of it? And that inspired the poem. That's what was the impetus of the poem. So let me read it, and I hope you like it. Again, it's called The Old Film. Because I've seen this film before, my mind wanders and I think how everyone in the movie is dead. Debonair leading man, gorgeous starlet, uptight comic spoil, and even the little girl and her dog, all resting somewhere under dirt. I'm sitting with my wife and daughter, and we were having a good time. So I don't understand why these thoughts fill me with such sudden sorrow. Possibly the many troubles in the movie now seem trivial. All entanglements long ago coming to nothing. Even the baby in the crib pushed down clean sidewalk streets is at best so old he can no longer feed himself. I flinch when the camera moves in for a close-up of the starlet, who on celluloid remains everything a man could hope to hold, but in reality is decayed flesh and white bone whose kiss would make you vomit. Unable to keep watching, I go outside for air. While I suck sky, inside I still hear my wife and daughter laughing, and who can blame them? They're normal. Morbidity isn't ruining things for them. 2 breaths and I'm almost sane. I decide I'm silly, making a lot out of nothing, and I should head back inside. But when I turn, I see my wife knitting, my little girl eating popcorn. The 2 stars of my life framed in the window, like a screen that's one click from going blank. This was James Valvis reading his poem, The Old Film. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this poem. Please do that. It helps me out a lot, and I would really appreciate it. And thank you for listening, and God bless.